What up, Facebook Live? My name is your boy in the morning with the beautiful.
What's up, guys? I'm Nina.
Here in the Adorama Live Theater with the beautiful Cuba Mix. Camila, Cabello.
Young lady. Hi.
Before we kicked off, somebody called her young lady, so now she's like
Young lady.
that's gonna be her next single, by the way. Young lady.
It's like a yodel.
It sounds like Smooth Operator a little bit. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
Camila,
Young lady. Huh?
we're so stoked you're here.
Thank you. I'm stoked to be here.
We get excited about everybody coming through, but like we get really excited when we know it's like such an awesome person like yourself. Like for real.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, she's super fun.
That's really nice.
And thank you for dropping such great music lately.
Thank you.
And we're going to get right into it.
We have to.
Just jump right into it.
Because we had a moment in our office earlier today
He almost
listening to
cried.
no, seriously, I got chills listening to your song, I Have Questions, over and over again. And I have some questions for you now.
A few questions.
If you
it.
guys
I'm
haven't heard
ready.
it, you got to catch it.
Thank you.
It's one of the realest, most raw songs I've heard in a while. And like legit got chills. And I'm just going
Thank you.
to, couple of the lines from the beginning. Why did you leave me here to burn? I'm way too young to be this hurt. I feel doomed in hotel rooms, staring straight up at the wall, counting wounds, and I'm trying to numb them all. Do you care? Do you care? Who is this about?
I can't say.
Okay, what kind of
Because-
relationship?
Yeah.
Is it
It was
love
no,
relationship,
it wasn't a love
professional?
relationship. It was like a friendship that I had. But yeah, it was a really low point in my life. And it was really hard. And that song really, it changed my life because it was the first time that I felt like I could talk about the kind of pain that I was experiencing. And I feel like making this album and making the music taught me such a valuable lesson, which is that the only way to really get through pain and to get through heartache is to talk about it, because when you keep it all to yourself, it just kind of comes out in uglier ways. And that song just really just like saved me in a way. So yeah.
Do you see how, though, other people now that listen to it, so it was able to save you, and now on the flip side, there are people that may be experiencing a rocky part of a loving relationship
totally.
or that side, because when I listened to it, I was like, dang, word for word, you are speaking to me right now. But it was from a
thank you.
romantic relationship that hit the wall. But, you know, either way, now those words make everything so therapeutic. After you recorded it, what did that feel like, letting so much out?
It was amazing. I mean, I remember I showed like a demo. Originally it was going to be an interlude, and so it was going to be up until the first chorus. And I showed it to my mom, and she started crying because she obviously, you know, she knows me, and so I guess for her to hear my emotions really translate into a song, you know what I mean, to hear that pain, like for her was intense and really emotional, and I just knew that it couldn't just be an interlude. And so I went back in like a week after, and I finished writing it, and it was amazing hearing it be done. I mean, this song was, up until the last moment, like up until mixing, I was just changing little stuff because I knew that this is going to be one of those songs that even when I'm older, like it's just going to mean so much to me still. So this was a baby. This was a
big baby.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with everybody and all your fans as well, because like Nina says, you can connect there for whatever type of situation that you've been hurt by, whether it be a love relationship, professionally speaking, as friendship, whatever it may be. Have you gotten a response from that person that you wrote it about after maybe they heard the song?
No, I mean, I don't really know if they even know that it's about. I mean, they probably do, but I feel like I don't really need to know the answer anymore
Exactly.
to those questions, which is the best part, I think, of healing and of even just like forgiving. You know what I mean? It's just being like, I don't need to know the answers anymore. You know what I mean?
It's over now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, after hearing that record, it gets me even more excited about your album.
Thank you.
Because there's crazy range there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From a club hit to chillin' hit to, you know, I'll take you deep hit. Hurting, the healing, the loving is the title of the album. What percentage of the album are those things? The hurting, the healing, and the loving, would you say? How would you break it down according to the music?
I actually would say it's pretty even. The hurting is definitely, I have questions, and there's a couple other songs like that. The Healing, I would fit Crying in the Club into that category, and also this other song called Scar Tissue. And The Loving is kind of like the fun stuff. Like I have a song called Havana on there, which is it's really cool. It mixes up kind of like the Cuban classic sound with like hip hop, which I did with Frank Dukes and Pharrell, which was really cool. And I feel like The Loving, though, I feel like I'm in The Loving now, and I feel like I'm trying to squeeze back in some writing time before I really have to let go of the project. And so I feel like I might have a lot more of those songs to go. There's also another song called I'll Never Be the Same, which is my favorite right now, which is the only song on there that's really like about a boy.
For reals about a boy.
Yeah, which is it's like a happy, it's like a love song.
So it's a good
Yeah, it's
song
a good
about a boy.
not
a heartbreak song.
No. It's a good song about a boy.
And is that boy around now, Camila?
No, this was actually, I found it in my notes from when I was with this boy, and it was just that title. It was I'll Never Be the Same. And there was like a beat that somebody played, and I was like, this sounds like being in love. And so that's kind of, I wrote it about that situation, but that happened like 2 years ago. I need something new now.
She's ready.
Yeah. We're ready to go.
Well, you're breaking out with all of this new music. It's a new side of you. And with all the collaborations that you've been talking about, too, the second everybody found out Camila is going solo, were people just blowing up your phone, or did you start reaching out to all of the people that you've been working with?
No, people were blowing up my phone. People were blowing up my phone.
Yes, they were.
I mean, no. I don't mean
way.
No,
In a
I
good
actually
way.
mean like, and not even good or bad. I think like, you know, when it happened, like people were just like blowing up my phone. They were like, you know, some people were like, don't go on the internet. Some people were like, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I mean, there had been some people I had worked with before that I was just writing to write. And so those people I kept working with, and there were new people that I met through the studio process, which was one of my favorite parts about making this album, is that I made so many new friends.
Yeah.
And I collaborated with new people along the way that I never thought I would be able to get into a room with. And I'm pretty sure probably didn't really care about getting into a room with me before. You know what I mean?
Who would you say that was? You know, that you were surprised. You're like, wow, I'm really in this room right now with.
I mean, a lot of people, but definitely like Pharrell is probably one of the, I really was like, I just didn't, I don't know. I just
didn't think about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also like Ryan Tedder.
Oh yeah, huge.
Was really cool.
And I love that Pharrell, like, you know, he's been doing a lot of endeavoring into like Latin beats and working a lot with J Balvin.
Oh my God, that song is so good. That's my favorite
you know what I'm
song.
talking
Mami, con tu body, este party. You know that song, right?
Yeah,
Safari is so good.
Safari is really good. If you haven't caught it, it's really good with
So
J
dope.
Balvin. And you work with J Balvin as well and Pitbull.
Yeah.
Down in Cuba with Hey Ma.
Yeah, well, we filmed it in Miami, but there's this
It made
part,
it look like Cuba. I was like, this is real.
I know, dude.
I wish you would have been there.
There's this part of Miami, and it's called Española Way, and it looks exactly like Cuba. And it was really fun. That's also something that was really cool, because I love, you know, I've always loved Pitbull, and J Balvin is, I feel like he's really killing it right now and making just amazing music.
And he's like great vibes, just like you and all of them. Pitbull as well. Did Pitbull drop any like crazy wisdom on you when you were with him?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
He's so motivational. Every time he comes
He
here,
is.
I like want to go conquer the world after. I'm
To
like,
be honest with you, though, I feel like Latin people, because all of us come from some sort of struggle, I feel like I love our community because we're always, you know, helping each other. And I feel like even with me, he was telling me during the video shoot, he was like, if you and your mom ever want to come out to dinner and I could just give you advice on anything. And it's like, I feel like he really wants to see, whether it's people from Miami, like Lunch Money, who he did a collaboration with, or other Latin Cuban people, he's always trying to just pull people up, you know? And he texts me all the time. He's like, "Palante, like, so proud of you, whatever."
and it's genuine, you know?
Yeah, of course it is. You can feel it. You can feel it when it's not. You can feel it when it is.
Yeah. Do you remember any cool stories about them two together? Because J Balvin, he's awesome, but he loves to clown around a lot. You
Yeah,
know,
he's funny.
Any cool experiences that you can remember with Pitbull and J Balvin, whether it be from the video or any part of the process?
I mean, I feel like I love it when I'm like the little sister. It just makes me feel so protected and just I'm just like, yay. And I feel like they're just very protective and supportive of me. And so I feel like when we did the Hey Ma thing that I had was literally on this engine levitate. Did you see that thing? It was so freaking scary. No, it was when we did it. We did it at the MTV Movie Awards, and I was being hoisted up on this whole thing, and they were just looking at me like, "Are you okay?"
Get ready to catch her.
Oh my
But
God!
that's the vibe I got when I heard your song, I Have Questions, and you were talking about being hurt. I was like, who is, if it's a dude, who is he? I want to get after him. I'm going to call Pitbull, J Balvin,
Yeah.
Nicky Jam. We're all going after him.
Well, that's going to be the issue now because you're trying to find somebody new. And
Yeah,
you're around
I
all these
know.
people. You're in a great situation.
And you
to
were
meet
just
new
you were
people.
just trying to find the dude that it was about.
coming for him.
And if it was a girl, Nina was going to round up some girls.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Peace and love all the way. Peace and love. Speaking about going that route, in this album, are there any Spanish songs? A lot of your fans were asking that. I heard maybe you were working with Ed Sheeran for a Spanish record.
No, that's just my dream. Because I think he said somewhere in an interview that he would like to collaborate on a Spanish song with like either me or Shakira, and I was like,
Me.
all right, let's go. And so I was just like, wow, that would be really cool if I did something with him in Spanish and Shakira. But hey, but I did do a song with him. He wrote a song with me in mind, and it was called Care About Me. And he and I had been like pen pals for a while and just like emailing each other back and forth. He was one of those people that, you know, after I went and decided to do my own thing, he was like, congrats, like spread those wings. And he's just supportive to people in general. He's just a nice guy.
He really is.
He stays out of drama, and he's just very he just cares about people. You can just tell.
And in his album, he has a little Spanish record in there. He said he got inspired when he was in Spain.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. Also, a lot of questions that we're getting on Facebook Live and Twitter. Two things. When does your album drop? And is there a tour being planned, and who would you take?
So as far as the tour, I can't say anything, but I'm definitely going to be going on the road.
Okay.
Soon.
Dun,
Pronto.
dun, dun.
And what was the first question?
Yeah, when does the album drop?
Oh, September.
Okay, cool.
Around September.
Who would you
Gotcha.
want to take?
Sorry, I just needed a high five. Sometimes I just need one.
Hispanic Heritage Month, Septiembre.
Yes, I didn't know that.
That's why you're dropping it there.
Wow. Yes, exactly.
It's a celebration.
So I feel like I'm definitely gonna, for sure this year, I'm gonna have like a full-on Spanish collaboration because it's my goal, and so it's gonna happen this year. But there's definitely a lot of Spanish influence on the album, like Havana.
Yeah.
I did one song with Pharrell that's called Sangria Wine, which is really cool.
all this Spanish talk. Do you want to be with a Spanish man?
Oh my God, yes.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. I actually, before like in my 20s, I definitely want to move to Madrid for like a year.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So like legit Spanish from Spain.
I would be open to any Latin,
Latino America.
Okay.
but I love Spain. I love the food. Spanish food is like my favorite food.
How would you envision if you were to describe that man? Because maybe he's watching right now. Yeah. The next time you're in Spain, he's like, you describe me. How would you describe him, Camila?
I don't know, because I feel like it's not really anything physical.
Yeah.
It's just more about the vibe. Like, don't you just feel it when you get into a room with somebody and you're just like,
You're gonna make me very happy. Yes.
yeah, you just feel that. You just feel, and then it turns into I have questions. I'm just kidding.
Why?
It's a vicious cycle. It's like it is. It's a circle of life.
But then you'll have to be por qué.
Yeah.
Por qué.
Exactly.
Telenovela
Oh my God, it was
style.
so cute. My grandma did a Spanish translation of I Have Questions.
She did.
She's probably watching this right now.
Hola, abuelita.
Hola, abuelita.
Hola.
She did the whole thing, and she did it on Microsoft Word because there's a lot of translations in Spanish that aren't
The same.
like they're not necessarily the same. They don't really make sense
Yeah,
sometimes. You know what I
Especially when
mean?
you like Google Translate, you're like,
And my grandma, she just like called me, and she was in her room, and she was like, "Mira, quiero que revises esto para que lo postes," because there's a lot of translations that don't make sense or whatever. And she had "tengo preguntas," and she basically did the whole thing. I just thought it literally made my day. I just
spoke to
I
your
love my grandma,
grandmother,
and I know she's
too.
watching this right now. So hi.
do you have plans to record it in Espanol maybe?
I'm not sure about that song because I feel like I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure how that vibe would be. But I definitely want to, from now on, definitely make songs with that in mind.
Cool. I love the fact that you've mentioned so many people from not just obviously your fans and everybody, but from the music industry. Many people you thought would never, you'd be in a studio with, but showing so much love and support because they see the talent, they see your vibe, and going on breaking off solo. Speaking of breaking off solo, I heard Fifth Harmony's new record. And I was thinking, I wonder if Camila's heard it. And what does she feel not knowing that she's not in it?
Yeah.
And it was that weird. Have you had that experience yet?
I mean, I've heard some snippets of it. I haven't had the chance to hear the whole thing yet. But I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Did it feel weird not being in it? Like hearing the girls?
Not really, because I feel like it's just been a natural, it's just an evolution. Like I wish the best for them, and I'm sure that they're going to kill it. And, I'm super happy making my music. So it doesn't feel weird. It feels natural. But yeah.
And what you did, obviously, you had to do for yourself, and it makes sense. And everybody's excited about the music coming out of you and the Fifth Harmony supporters. But I have to ask this too. Do you feel like you have any regrets of how it played out after you left?
I mean, obviously, I wish it wouldn't have been like that. Because I just, peace. But like I said, I wish them the best, and yeah.
Sometimes you just have to take care of what you got to do.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
But you know what I feel like, and I see you talking about it, and I wonder that, and not in like a weird way, but just more literally like, I don't know what that must feel like, but it feels good to see that you're at peace with where you're at now.
Yeah.
And it was almost like it was destined for this to happen, and it was almost like a divine appointment of this going on, because we're loving your new music.
Thank you.
Crying in the Club is super good.
Thank you.
And we want to play a little something. So it's called No Crying in the Club.
Yes.
So with No Crying in the Club, we're going to give you different scenarios.
Okay.
And tell us if you
I
would
would.
cry
Okay,
in
got
the
it.
club or not, depending if this were to happen.
Got
You
it.
ready?
Yes, ready.
Seeing an ex at the club with another girl. Crying in the club or no crying in the club?
Yes, but he can't see you.
Exactly.
He cannot see you, girl. You go to the bathroom.
Rule. That's a rule.
Take your friend.
I've done
Go
it.
back out, work it, and then be like, I have to go home, and then cry.
And then be like, why?
Yes. And then be like,
I
why?
have questions.
Did you leave me?
I have questions.
Yeah.
All right, cool. How about this situation? No crying in the club or crying in the club? Seeing another girl at the club wearing your same outfit.
No crying in the club. I feel like you could make something funny out of that.
And you probably look better.
And make a new friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the evil one.
Yes, make a new friend. That's what Nina meant by I look better than her.
Nina.
My bad.
I feel it's different. Like if I meet a dude that's rocking the same shirt or something, I'm like, yo, what's up,
You're like,
twins, brother? Yeah. And sometimes with girls,
Chest bump.
like, oh my God. And then they got to go to the friend like, oh my God, you see, I look way better, right?
No, I mean, I feel like that would be so funny. I feel like I'd be like,
Yeah. All right, cool. Last situation, no crying in the club or crying in the club. So you go to the restroom because you saw your ex there with another girl, and you're sitting there in the stall, and you accidentally drop your cell phone in the toilet.
oh my God. That honestly, if those situations happen one after the other,
You're
I would
crying in the
definitely be
club.
like, why? Why? Why?
Do you reach back in there for the cell phone?
Yeah, definitely. And then wash your hands after.
You do.
What's that gonna do to the freaking fishies if it like goes down the toilet?
To
You
Nemo.
kill Nemo.
Yes.
Well, you try to save it too. You try to stick
I'm
it in
horrible
rice
pastor.
and all that kind of stuff.
All right,
Anyway,
cool.
That happened to me.
We're going to go into a round of randos. So it's like random
Love
ass
it.
questions.
Let's go.
You ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Father's Day's coming up. What did you do as a child or recently that you got in trouble with your dad?
In trouble with my
Una
dad.
travesura, tal vez.
For me, it was always, I am not an organized person. And I leave stuff around. I lose stuff. I'm a mess. And he would always just be like, ¿Y esa toalla en el piso? Like, it was always the cleaning.
Leaving the towel behind.
I haven't
clothes.
gotten better, but in that time, I do have a younger sister, and she's 10 years younger than me, and she is super organized. And she's also, like, she's got my back. Like, she's my homie. So, she helps me out.
Break her off some cash to pick up your clothes after.
Take the blame.
I mean, I take her to the Radio Disney Awards, and she helps me with my room.
Fair
It's an even
exchange.
trade.
She picks up a couple toallas at the
Yes,
house, you know?
exactly.
That's a nice little exchange.
Thanks, Sophie.
Kenneth from Twitter asked, what is your ideal first date so I can start prepping?
Oh my God, that's so cute. The last part just registered. Yeah. That's so cute.
So I can start prepping.
Ideal first date. I feel like something not too planned, like something like not like. But I feel like when you're with a person and you have that with, like, you could be anywhere and it would be fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like anything more spontaneous would be good. Like more than just like going to a movie or more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like where you
Outside
can
of
go
the
be
box.
silly and like be yourself and not worry about it.
Yeah. Or just like, let's go for a walk and then see what happens. And then if we like each other, then we go to dinner.
Oh.
But if
There you
not, we'll be like, fun walk.
Stop wasting
see ya.
my time. See you
Speaking
later.
about first dates, a lot of your followers were asking, what does the rose mean? You post the rose emoji a lot.
I do. I feel like it just became our thing in the fandom.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just love the rose emoji. I think there's something about it that's I always picture me giving a rose to somebody. It's just very poetic and romantic to me. And I just like, I started using it, and then they like started using, like, all of my stands like started using it. And so
Stands
yeah,
from Eminem.
yeah, that's crazy, by the way.
Stands came
From that song.
Eminem's song about a hardcore fan.
Blew my mind. But anyway, I just started wearing it like on my clothes as just kind of like it's for my day ones.
Mm.
You know what I
that's
mean?
cool.
The OGs.
The OGs, yeah.
That's super cool. And
Yeah.
and you know that goes with you 100% because I recently saw a video. You were in the UK recently,
Yeah.
and I told the girls about this, but I thought it was so awesome, and it's so you that you had a huge group of fans outside waiting outside this gated area, and you literally ran towards your fans because you were so excited to greet them and show love. When a lot of times with artists, it's like the opposite. Get me out at the back door so I don't have to deal with that. And I just want to say I appreciate that.
Oh,
and
thank you.
And thank you. And I think your fans appreciate that too.
I mean, I just love them, and I feel like they're literally the reason why I get to do what I love. And I feel like just in life, isn't it the best feeling when you're just yourself and somebody loves you?
1,000%.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that with my fans. Like, I feel like I'm just myself, and they love me and like want to take care of me. And I just see in their eyes like how they look at me and how I looked at my idols when I was growing up. And it makes me feel really good
Well, that's awesome.
inside.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Congrats on the Guess clothing campaign as well.
Thank
So
you. I hope that
nice.
gets me a Spanish boyfriend.
Girl.
Spanish boyfriend, where are you? ¿Dónde estás?
He's
Yes.
coming.
Straight out of Spain. Last time when we did a Facebook Live with you, there was like a gazillion comments of like, habla español. You know, because a lot of people from Latin America are obviously watching you right now. Spain, hopefully. A dude
Podemos
from
hacer la
Spain.
entrevista en español si tú quieres.
So
Yo
now
estoy
we're going to
bien.
do the whole interview in Spanish. You ready?
Okay, perfecto.
Entonces hay una canción que me encantó.
I was
She's like,
No, pero ¿qué quieres
Hold
decirle
on.
a todos tus fanáticos, a la gente linda que te apoya de toda Latinoamérica, de España?
mi gente latina, los quiero muchísimo. Y ya quiero regresar a México, a Brasil, a donde ustedes estén. Si me quieren ahí, yo voy, te prometo. Y los quiero muchísimo. Gracias por su lealtad y por su apoyo. ¡Mua! Los quiero.
She
gave-
said she loves everybody.
Yeah.
And thank you.
And she also gave out her number for that Spanish guy.
I did.
Call it. That's awesome. Camila, is there anything else you would like to let your fans know before we wrap up?
Just thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and for loving me the way that you guys do. And I love you. I'm so thankful for you. Thank you.
She's
and
the
thank you
best.
guys.
She's the best. She
Aw,
really, really
thanks.
is.
This is why you're so awesome.
Hey, thank
Love you.
you.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Hermanita Cubamex, half Cuban, half Mexicana. So proud of you.
Cubamex.
Cubamex.
Love it.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Love you guys.
Bye.